We have our second season of Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite Season 2. It is here. It's called Lone Wolves. Now, it released yesterday. There are some new features with it. There's some new game modes with it. There's a new battle pass, obviously. And Halo Infinite has kind of been coming under fire, especially in their multiplayer realm, because as a live service game, it really doesn't have that much content. Then we get a 6-month season battle pass, and that's just too long for a lot of players. But let's discuss what has come with Season 2. Let's take a look at the launch trailer. Then I want to review some statements I've seen on Twitter regarding it. It does seem like people are enjoying it, and discuss whether or not is Halo Infinite Season 2, is Halo Infinite multiplayer dead? As a live service game, is that even possible? Does it matter? Or is live service, the nature of a live service game, just one where we release something and it constantly improves over time? And we're just at that time where we're still improving here. Let's talk about it. Let's take a look. Here is the trailer, everybody. Let's jump into this. Let's full screen this, actually, shall we? We shall.
They're wolves.
They're wolves.
Back
And
from the hunt.
lone wolves.
Out there, beyond the safety of these walls, sometimes you have to fight on your own. When the only one who has your back
I like that. I like that.
is
Ooh.
you.
Obviously highlighting some of the armor you're able to get.
Lone Wolves. King of the Hill.
Oh, King of the Hill, so good.
Enemy team took the hill. Double kill.
Dude, whoever does their multiplayer
Spartan standing.
put-togethers is so good. This is the new mode, Last Spartan Standing, baby. That guy's clearly dominating.
Spartan eliminated.
Ooh, sticky. Showing off some of the new maps here.
Incoming. Showdown.
Dude, the thing is, Halo gameplay,
Capture.
Halo mechanics, anytime you see it, it's just so good. Oh, that was cool. Oh my goodness. That was
We always
awesome.
have room for another wolf.
There it is, Lone Wolf, everybody, Season 2. It is here. It is upon us. Once again, I think Halo's strong point, its strong suit, clearly, is its gameplay. It always has been. It always will be. And Halo Infinite does have very solid gameplay. Again, I think the complaints here come in the form of the length of the season and then just the amount of content during that season. A 6-month season means it's really good for the first month. I'll even give you the first 2 months. Beyond that, there's just not a whole lot to do, and there wasn't in Season 1. And so hopefully, I mean, it does feel as if 343 is just saying, let's get through Season 2, and then Season 3 is when the real Halo Infinite starts. And so I don't blame players for being angry. I think that, especially players that just want to make Halo Infinite multiplayer, they want to make it their only game. They want to just dominate it and play it all the time. This, when a game becomes a live service game, that's the expectation from players that, hey, there's enough there that this is the only game I need in my life right now. And Halo Infinite so far has not yet been able to deliver on that front. Now, let's take a look. Hold on. Let's reset this right here. Let's take a look at some of the new features. We are getting 2 new maps. Breaker and Catalyst are the 2 new maps. They do show those maps off here in this trailer. One of those maps is a big team battle map, and then one is an arena map. Breaker is the big team battle map. So nice to get new maps. 2 players, you know, I don't blame. Again, I've seen players stating 2 maps is just not enough for a season. I don't disagree with them, but at least we're getting those. Now, where I think the highlight for this season is coming is in its new game modes. One of those, obviously, is King of the Hill. King of the Hill, one of my personal favorites, just a fun, solid game mode. We are getting one called Land Grab, which is basically King of the Hill, but with 3 capture points instead of 1. So there is Land Grab. And then the highlight for a lot of players, or the brand new mode, is the Last Spartan Standing. Now, this is a battle royale kind of mode. You do get 5 respawns, and it is, the game goes until everybody runs out of their respawns, and there's only one man standing, one Spartan rather standing, and that's the winner. And then there is a zone that closes in for you. There, from what I'm seeing so far, players are liking the Last Spartan Standing game mode. It's a little bit different tactically, I think. Having those 5 respawns, I think, is smart because you don't want to become, a PUBG where it's a lot slower paced. Halo is not a slow paced game. Halo is all about hunting people down and killing them, and I think having those 5 respawns in there keeps that and enables, that keeps that Halo feel while adding this Last Spartan Standing feel, or this, new game mode. Let's see what some players have said. So, Cloberal, the world famous Cloberal over on Twitter, says Last Spartan Standing is pretty amazing, like the best new Halo mode in quite a while. I wish there would be a 24 player variant with a duo queue. So that is a good point. Last Spartan Standing is limited to 12 players, so that would be fun. Cloberal, I think that would be really. I think he makes a good point there. Having 24 players and letting you go in with a friend would be a blast going in team mode. But yeah, and this is kind of the sentiment I am seeing about Last Spartan Standing at the moment. It does seem like most players are enjoying it. It is a good time. They're having fun with it. So that doesn't surprise me, because in concept it is fun. Let's see what Tim Dog. Also, I did have Tim Dog pulled up here because I think he makes a good point that I want to discuss. Tim Dong says, for a quote-unquote dead game, seems like there's a lot of attention being paid to it for Season 2. 6 months is a long one, but when Season 3 hits, I think the game will be cooking with fire. I agree with part of what he's saying here. I agree that the game is not dead. To say the game is dead is foolish. It is a live service game. I do think Halo is finding their way. I think 343 is finding their way. In a reply to this, Captain said to Tim Dog, he says, it's definitely not dead, but at the same time, it is hardly a success, no matter what any fanboys say. Halo is Microsoft's flagship series and should never have fallen this low. I think that's a little bit of an overstatement, fallen this low. At least, hey, only have one way to go, and that is up. That is true. Tim Dog responded and said, definitely not a success, definitely not a failure. Can it be a success? Absolutely. I think here's the thing. And this is kind of what I want to talk about with Halo Infinite Season 2. Should we bring up some gameplay? Let's refresh this. Let's replay this, everybody. I do think that as a live service game, and I think this is just the reality going forward with live service games, if a game doesn't drop with everything that you want, I mean, let's look at a game like Sea of Thieves. It did not drop to that great of reviews, nor did a game like No Man's Sky. Both are more live service games. I think Sea of Thieves is much more of a live service game than No Man's Sky, but it is continually supported, and eventually it becomes, both of those games are top tier in their space for sure. I think Sea of Thieves is more of a better comparison here to what Halo Infinite is experiencing. Having said that, Halo is its its flagship game, and it shouldn't take basically a year, 12 months, 2 6-month seasons to really roll. Now the expectation is that Season 3 is when everything will roll. We do know that the Certain Affinity, the game studio, was working on this new mode that is coming, that they've put a lot of time into, that will come with multiplayer. We didn't have Forge mode either that dropped with this. In fact, it's still not out, and Forge mode I think would change the entire story, because you would have player created content that could potentially keep seasons going time in and time out. You also remember they went with a way for the season that just didn't work. I think they were trying something new, to keep players in a game. I could see what they were going for. However, the way that you were leveling up, the randomized aspect of it just didn't work. And so it feels like they're starting to get their feet underneath them here with Season 2. Having said that, Season 2 is good. 6 months is too long, period. I think as a live service game, I think the reality is that we have to wait a season. I don't think Microsoft is going to allow Halo to just maintain this, I don't want to use the word mediocrity, but this too little of content, because it is world-class gameplay. It's the content that is the question. It's the content that is the complaint. But I think we have to wait. I think we have to wait 6 months. And so I can see players that saying, "Hey, this game is going to be a success." Don't disagree with them, but I also don't disagree with players that saying it should have launched day one like this. I completely agree as well. So that is just the nature of Halo. What do you think of Halo Season 2 so far? How is it for you? Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of the new Last Spartan Standing game mode? What do you want to see? Do you think 6 months is too long? Do you think this will be a success in the long run? And then once we get to season 3, it'll just take off, because that's what I think. That's what I'm betting on. Again, let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel. I'm X1 the Gamer. We cover all Xbox things all the time, and we absolutely love it. If you like what we're doing here, please subscribe, please like, please share with your friends, and we'll see you guys on the next